So that must be the monster. How are we doing? Pretty good. Most people are 40. A couple. Elliot's close to. Everybody's got theirs. Okay.
A worthy adversary.
Okay. Here.
Good.
Give it up, everyone. My turn.
There you go. Silky. Dang, how's that?
Right. Shatter! Off guard. I'll bed you up. Yeah. My turn. Right. Shatter! Now. I'll bed you up.
My turn.
Go! All right, let's do this!
Right. Right. Shatter! Off guard. Elliot! Got it! Right. Give it up, everyone!
Okay.
My turn! Go!
Broken.
Too slow! Here we go!
My turn. Shatter! Now! I'll bed you up. My turn.
Okay. Target lock.
Right. Shatter! Off guard. I'll bed you up. My turn. Give it up, everyone.
Okay. Target lock. Now.
Got it! Go! Another chance!
Broken. My turn. Shatter! Now! I'll bed you up. You fought well.
It's all I can do to keep up with you.
Oh, he always gets an HP regen? For the first 4 turns?
All right!
It's not bad at all. The wrong button.
My turn!
My turn.
My turn.
Go! Ha!
We're just gonna try and run our way out.
A dangerous foe.
Right, only that what I
This
need
one's
to.
dangerous. Stay on your
Go.
toes.
All right, let's do this.
Keep it up, everyone!
My turn. Here.
Right. No escape.
Here we go. There.
My turn.
My turn. Huh? Fool.
My turn. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Extra turn of strength and a boost when low on HP.
An A+.
Not bad. That's what I thought. Three more treasure chests, okay.
Bring it on. Go. The second floor. Yeah, now's our chance. B.
Roger.
Right. Off guard.
I'll bend you up!
Okay.
Right! Oh, we did it!
A dangerous. Watch out. This is. Here we go. The second floor. Gale.
Okay. Here.
My turn!
Right.
Here we go. The second floor. Gale. Now's our chance.
Broken.
You're done.
My turn! Is everybody okay?
Done.
Okay, and chest at the end.
Advantage is ours.
My
Let's
turn.
finish him.
The second floor. Gale. Now's our chance.
Broken.
Okay. Here.
Of course.
Right!
Right. We should keep going. I welcome all
Here we go.
challengers.
The second floor. Gale.
Okay. Here.
My turn.
Right.
Too slow.
Go!
Right.
I'll handle it.
Right. Hey!
My turn! Okay, it's safe for now.
One more enemy.
Now's our chance. Let's go! The second floor, Gale!
Okay. Here.
Right.
Right. Ha! My turn. Hey!
My turn!
Right.
My turn. Hostiles neutralized.
Treasure chest at the end.
I spied treasure.
Just a La Forte.
Oh, there's the exit.
We're finally there.
Go ahead and save. Just having some hot dogs.
Ooh, there's a photo.
Oh, that.
Aww, look at cute little Machias there.
He looks like he had such a sweet disposition.
Yeah, before he grew up to be a stubborn old nag.
Stop nitpicking people's old family photos! Honestly.
The governor looks the same as ever, though. Is that woman next to him your older sister or something?
Close enough. She was a cousin on my father's side of the family. Since she lived quite close, she often came to visit. Our family was just my father and I, so having her around was a big help.
The way you speak about her seems to imply you no longer see her. Did she get married and move away?
She died. Around 6 years ago.
Oh.
I see. And that has something to do with why you hate the nobility, right?
So...
I never really planned on telling anyone about this. But considering all we've been through, I suppose it's time I told you a little more about me. It's a long story, but would you hear me out?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Glad to.
Thanks. Sis was 9 years my senior. Beautiful, kind. To me, she was in every sense the ideal woman. Now, as I said earlier, we're a family of commoners through and through. But my father proved to be a very capable government official. And eventually, he was promoted to an important government position, where he started to make a name for himself. Honesty and integrity are a core part of his work ethic. So, of course, he made his fair share of enemies. But after seeing success in a number of major projects, he gained a reputation both inside and outside the government. My mother died when I was still young, but Sis happened to live around here and ended up helping us in more ways than I can count. Since she was his niece, my father always made a fuss over her. And even though she didn't live in the same house, she was like a real sister to me, and a real daughter to my father. I was always so proud of her. As a child, she was practically my idol. And as you'd expect, she had countless admirers among the men of the city. But for all her popularity, she was always level-headed and sensible. So I never felt I had anything to worry about. Until he appeared. He was one of my father's subordinates at City Hall. Though unlike him, he was a noble by birth. A man of high rank, too. The heir of a count. However, he had none of the arrogance or haughtiness one usually associates with the nobility. When I met him myself, he came across as an honest and loyal man. He met Sis when Dad introduced him to her one day. And eventually, the two of them fell in love and began a relationship, despite the difference in their social status. As a child, I was frustrated beyond words. But even I had to admit that the two of them made a good couple. And Sis seemed so happy when she was with him that I had no choice but to let it go and accept their relationship. Time went on and they became engaged, with Dad acting as the go-between. And that's when everything started to fall apart. His family couldn't have been more blatant in their attempts to undermine the relationship. Apparently, one of the 4 great houses, House Cayenne, proposed an arranged marriage on short notice. And the Count's family were up in arms at the thought he might choose to take a mere commoner as his wife. Since my father held an important post, they were limited in how shamelessly they could try to sabotage the marriage. But they began to harass and threaten her in secret every way they could think of. They made her life a living hell. Maybe she didn't want to cause trouble for the man she loved, or perhaps she did it out of consideration for my father. But all that time, she chose to endure it alone. She never discussed it or asked for help. And finally, it became so crushing that she took her own life. It was only afterward that my father and I learned what had really happened. It seems that at the very last, he had chosen to betray her love for him. "But I told her," he said. "I told her I'd treasure her as my mistress instead if she'd just accept that we couldn't be married. I just don't understand it. Why would she take her own life?" After that, my father seemed to redouble his efforts. It was like watching a machine kick into high gear. With the help of his ally, Chancellor Osborne, he was able to wrest control of City Hall from the noble faction. Then, 4 years ago, he was appointed to his current position as governor of Heimdall. And that's how the Regnitz family came to be where it is.
I don't even know what to say.
So that's why you started hating nobles?
Yeah. I was so furious at Sis's death, my hatred needed to be directed at someone. Anyone. First I blamed her fiancé, then his family, then the family of the Duke who tried to intervene. In the end, I just hated the nobility as a whole. The people, their culture, the entire idea of social classes. I desperately wanted the strength to win against them, to show how right I was, how wrong they were. But deep down, I knew the truth about my hate. I knew I was taking out my anger on people who didn't deserve it. People who had done nothing wrong.
You did?
They may be from different social classes, but people are still individuals. Sis's fiancé was faithful to her. He just wasn't strong enough to shield her from all that ugliness, despite his love. And the Count and his family were only acting in their best interests, which is to be expected, really. Ultimately, I've had to acknowledge that not all commoners are good people, and not all nobles are unworthy of respect. Eustace might not have done much to change my opinion, but getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
Machias.
I have no idea how my father feels about all of this, but this is how I've come to feel.
I see. You have my thanks.
I'm glad you felt you could talk to us about it.
Still, I don't think it hurt to be a bit more honest with yourself. If you're willing to admit all of that, maybe you can find it in you to be friends with Eustace too.
Are you kidding me? I might accept that not all nobles are bad, but that arrogant, self-centered fool can go choke on a palm. He's mocking me for spending so much time studying, or telling me I need to get out more.
I don't think he goes quite that far. Besides, I don't think he does it on purpose. He doesn't mean any harm.
That's the most irritating part! He does it without thinking!
Well, that was a good coffee break, wouldn't you say?
Burglary. So to the Garnier district. Okay, we're right through here. Crimson Tiara. Overcome a trial. At the feet of the conqueror with the heart of a lion. Okay, I think I know where we're supposed to go first. Emperor Dracos. northeastern seat. Prismatic Palace. Okay, so we can't do that. I wonder. Is this considered a prismatic palace? Oh, there's a card right there. The round table where once rested the gauntlets that supported the east of the city. Bamboo block. He must be Phantom Thief B. That's my guess. Alright. Gauntlets east protect the east of the city? Is that what it was again? Gauntlets that supported the east of the city. This is the main part of the city. Nothing really seems like it would support or reference to gauntlets or anything. Maybe? Are there gauntlets on the logo or anything? Or he doesn't even have anything left on the wall. Hmm. There's gauntlets on the crest. Okay, round table. Round table. Is there a round table here at all? Hey. Alright, what now? On the bottom of the white burden of the steel bird perched at the water's edge. Okay, there's only one place with water, so let's check the port. Steel bird. And white bird.
Being near water always helps me relax.
I can't
Oh
get over
yeah,
that.
your hometown is right on a lake, isn't it?
Could these cranes be the steel bird or the bird? Is there a way to get on there? Hmm. Maybe one of these white crates? Wait. Okay, let us examine it. A crane is a type of bird, that does make sense. Also hidden near the water's edge. The crimson crane you seek sleeps within a black ark, nestled in the steel car that marches with the minutes. Steel car that marches with the minutes. Would that be the bus? But is there... That's Baron Bublanc. I am 95% sure that's Baron Bublanc. That's because the driver was the Phantom.
So the tiara really was in there, huh?
Yeah, that's Baron.
Now I'm wondering if the last passenger who stepped off the tram was Phantom Thief B himself. I don't remember there being any unusual passengers on board, though.
I see. So you have no idea who Phantom Thief B could have been then?
To have done so much and yet left no trace of his presence. He must truly be a master at covering his tracks.
I'll say. But hey, at least we were able to get the tiara back. I suppose that's good enough.
What's wrong, Reen?
Why are you staring at me like that?
I think it's time we put an end to this little charade. Don't you, Baron Blue Blanc? Or should I call you Phantom Thief B?
What? This savory taste is why the unripe fruit is the most delectable of all.
Wait, aren't you the Baron we met earlier? But that mask...
That's the mask of Phantom Thief B!
Allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, otherwise known simply as Phantom Thief B. Baron Blue Blanc is but one of the many roles I have assumed during my pursuits. Incidentally, might I ask when you first discovered my true identity?
It didn't really take much discovering. You went out of your way to show up in the Crystal Garden after all. Now, maybe it's just me, but I find it hard to believe you were seriously trying to hide your identity to begin with. Your disguises, nothing short of perfect, I have to admit. But with all the work you've put into this, I suspected you might come check on us near the end of your little game.
Ha ha! I see. Excellent deductive reasoning. Simply splendid.
But why would you do something like this? Why go to all the trouble?
Ah, does that interest you? Must there be a motive?
Nah. Now that we know your identity, there's nothing more to discuss.
Theft is a crime.
Indeed. A crime we will not allow to go unpunished.
Ah, what spirited youths you are!
What? How did he do that?
Just a little trick I like to keep up my sleeve. Regardless, you have provided me with plenty of sport and more than enough entertainment for one day. I'll be watching your future achievements with keen interest. Ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again, I bid you adieu.
He disappeared again.
That's quite a little trick.
He might still be nearby. Let's search the area.